Okay, we're live.
Hi, everybody.
Forgive me, I'm a bit of a mess. I haven't cleaned up. We figured we'll do a nice little stream. We've done for a little while. So we are slinging some paint. I'm doing some printing. I'm not going to show off too much of the printer because I'm working on a super secret project. But I'll do some simple stuff. Maybe I'll move to something else while I got the super simple project at a kind of a halfway point. But Nikki's over there. She's staining. She's doing some staining for some wood pieces for a project we're working on. I'll probably paint one of my little miniatures I got over there, and yeah, you just unplug the camera. Move your hand. Okay, yeah, it's back.
There it goes. I just wanted to plug in the light.
Yeah. But anyhow, I got a couple of little my miniatures to paint. Part of my Bradley, I got to put some paint on. I did learn another little technique for shaky hands as far as doing highlights and edges. Don't swipe like they type. Stipple along.
Mm-hmm.
And
another thing you can do is when you're doing it, have a base.
Yeah.
Because it helps to steady your wrist as well. It's one of the things, if you notice, like when I start painting something, a lot of the times I'm going to use this. I have, even if I'm doing something like this, I always put my pinky just to stabilize my hand itself. Because even I get a little shaky sometimes.
Yeah. I watched a video from Impending Duff. He's one of the guys that streams and talks with Drew. And he put a video. He took a lot of his Patreon videos from the past year and is now making them publicly available. And one of the first ones was a tip on how, because he has hypoglycemia, so he shakes with the sugars and everything.
Right.
So somebody taught him that trick, and he passed it on. Instead of, for an edge, you would take like the side of the brush and swipe down the sharp edge. Yeah. But if there is no sharp edge, then you stipple. It takes longer, but then you can get that nice, clean.
Yeah, which I understand completely, being, basically the complete opposite of him, having the high blood sugars, being diabetic. Even when my sugars go a little high, I get a little shaky.
Yeah, and I got the tremor, so.
Yeah. So I do understand when it comes to shakes. It's why I try to give you every, tip and trick I learn. Yeah.
And we are learning. Nikki just got herself a sewing and quilting machine. So here soon, once I got to replace a fan in one of the Intels, one of the Nucks. we'll fire that up, get her set up in there, and she may do some sewing and quilting streams. You know, so we are evolving.
Basically, mine are going to be either sewing or sewing, quilting, crocheting. Those are kind of my hobbies for the most part. I do love to paint. Don't get me wrong. But I'm usually more of a bigger item painter, you know, like ceramics and stuff like that.
You're going to want to get into ceramics soon.
You know, and once I do start getting back into my ceramics, which hopefully I'll actually be able to, and I'm not making any promises this time, because the last time I did that, she never showed. I hope she sees it.
Oh, your mom?
My mother. Who is our resident expert ceramics painter. I've showed it
Don't
before.
forget my mom, too. She's a ceramic.
Yes, but your mom does incredible landscapes.
Yeah, she also does. She did ceramics way back in the day before America and Mackenzie were born. She was really heavy into it, but then she had a miscarriage on it, so she had a hard time getting back to the ceramics. There's a bit of a mental block there. So she may not do ceramics anymore physical, but she does know the knowledge, and you can ask her.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, and her, because she's now doing landscapes, it's broadening her.
Yeah, she does the canvas paintings now.
Right.
For being, you know, elderly and not being able to see because of her diabetes and the stuff that Jacksonville did to her retinas.
Yeah,
she does incredible stuff.
If you ever go to Jacksonville, Florida, do not go to the teaching clinics there. Don't.
The university class or university healthcare.
She had laser correction done on her eyes.
It wasn't really correction. It was something to help with the diabetes or pressure.
No,
and they were poking holes.
She said it was supposed to be a correction.
Yeah, with the laser. And they're like poking holes in the retina, and it just made it, and that students doing it, and it just made the problem a lot worse.
Yeah, so as you can see, or hear, rather, or both.
But, you know, anyhow.
Never go to the teaching hospital in Jacksonville. But, okay, so why don't we go ahead and get started here. As you can hopefully see on my little blue towel here, we have a couple little squares. Okay. My little sponge. Now, what we're going to be doing is, now half of these are already partially finished. They've got a first coat on. So, half of these already have the ebony stain that we're going to be using. Okay, so this is the first half. Okay, we're going to be doing the second half. But I'm only going to stain these two real quick, just to kind of show you guys how I did it. And then I'm going to move on to the second coat on the stack of already pre-stained. Okay, because I don't want to be...
hey, hi, Eliza.
Okay. So, with that in mind, now I completely lost my train of thought.
You threw her off.
Anyway,
Let me just double check the connection. Just so people like it out.
every time I touch the table.
Every time you bang and boink. There you go.
I was going to say, just give it a second.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so we're just going to do these two real quick. I just do it with a sponge. I take the sponge and just put a nice even coat of stain on there. But then I will take and take a paper towel and just do a quick wipe on it, which not only helps it dry a little quicker, but lightens it up so it's not quite so dark. Okay, it's as simple as that. And there's not much to it. Okay. And that's it. That's two tiles. Yeah, done. Well,
2 tiles.
You know what I mean. Okay, so from that point, I'm going to stick this. just place it on there loose because I am going to finish this later. Can you do me a favor, sweetheart? Can you go grab me a baggie?
A baggie,
Yeah,
a
small
Ziploc baggie, or
a small Ziploc bag.
small Ziploc baggie.
I want to be able to put the sponge in it so it doesn't dry out.
Okay. You need it right this second?
Yes, please.
Ziploc baggie, you said, right?
Yes.
Where are they? In the drawer?
Third drawer down.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you can see, I just laid out 4 tiles here. I'm going to move unfinished ones over here. So stop. And now what I'm going to be using is a gold gel stain on the top of the black stain.
Once.
Do it this way. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, don't go sideways.
I brought 2. I'll take one and a little one, so you can choose.
Yeah. And yes, it is unicorn spit.
Unicorn spit.
See? Maybe.
Ah, okay.
My
We
goodness.
also have the wet palette there that's got some paints on it already.
Yes, but I didn't want to get the stain all on there. So.
No, I'm just saying the wet palette still got some paint on there, so the wet palette does have some stuff on there.
Okay.
Yes, we are moving up in the world. We're using wet palettes and
Learning how to salvage our tools so we can use it again a couple hours later.
yeah, and we've got a not a shit ton, but we got like 60 some odd bottles of paint. What?
We don't have anything that we can kind of aim there, do we?
That one.
Yeah.
But just pick up a bottle.
Okay, so we have. Let me grab one you can actually see on the camera. There we go. Okay, so we actually just got an entire collection of these. I'm waiting for it to focus.
It's the light.
There we go.
Ziggy. Turn on work table.
Okay.
Ziggy. Turn off desk. A
Okay.
little less clear. Well, yeah.
It's okay. All right, so these are the Army Painter paints. And we got a box of. Actually, I got the perfect way to show them.
Oh, the box is still behind you. Somebody just say hi? Who said hi?
No, I said hi.
Oh, why'd you say hi?
Because I forgot the camera standing there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so our wet palette.
Oh, let me. Big screen. And it's in the drawer.
Okay. Well, I was actually just placing it there. Okay. The next set we got is yes, we went to the game store.
Yeah. Game HQ in Oklahoma City on Western and 89th Street.
Yes.
Just south of the 240. Great place.
So, I'm going to show you the big one first. Yeah.
Lots of paints.
Ain't that badass? So, that's that one. And then this is the secondary that we got.
Those are the metallics.
Uh-huh. Now, these are all for the airbrush, if you haven't been able to tell.
And standard brush. Those go through the airbrush a lot better than those, Craft Market and Apple Barrel ones.
Right. Well, that's because those are standard acrylic
Yeah.
for brushes. So,
Well, the Army painters are standard acrylics too. You still got to thin them down, but they start thinner than the Craft Market and the Apple Barrel.
gotcha.
Because those are pretty much made for standard brushing, where the Army painters can be either brushing and made more for miniatures
Mhm.
than large objects, and uh, they thin down better for airbrushes.
Ah. Sorry, I'm looking for my reload button.
The reload button? That's fine. Oh, you know your keyboard.
Yeah. I just grabbed the mouse, so I didn't grab the keyboard.
Mhm.
Okay. We're gonna want to flip this. Okay.
And bear with me if I seem a little distracted. I am trying to sort out quite a few files, music files and whatnot. Kind of clean up my music collection a little. So I'm kind of going back and forth here across like 20 different hard drives and all that fun stuff.
Okay. Now I don't know if y'all can really tell from that angle, but if you look at the way that I'm actually staining this, I'm actually doing it the opposite way that I did the ebony. The ebony I went with the grain because I wanted it so light. With the gold, I'm actually going against the grain, so the grain is holding more because I want it to stand out more. At least that's my line of thinking. Other people may do it differently. But... Did she come on and go away again?
I should hit the like button on Facebook.
Oh. Are you still watching? Yeah, I had to grab an extra top. Had a little too much stain there. All I have to do is okay, yeah, I know. I get quiet when I start doing stuff. I don't can't help it. Kind of happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. Okay. That's all we're gonna do with the gold. Okay, this isn't a stain. This is actually a paint mix that I did because I couldn't find a sparkly silver stain.
Hmm.
I made my own. And if you notice me start veering off camera, you can yell at me. I won't take offense, I promise. Because I know I do it quite often, even when I don't mean to. And I'm hoping that having the blue cloth here will kind of help with that.
Kind of give you a guide to what to stay, where to stay.
Yeah. Where the problem usually comes in, I end up picking stuff up to get a better grip on it so it doesn't slide around.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I go off camera. You don't need to. Just take that.
Yeah.
Crap, do I have a plain tester piece?
Plain square, just one of the squares up there. There's no.
No, that's not quite what I meant.
I don't understand what you mean.
It's alright.
You gotta tell me what you
I
mean.
can't,
Why not?
because it would give things away.
What are you trying to test it?
I was trying
Hold
to
on, we're gonna blank out for a second. All right, sorry about that.
Yeah. Super secret projects.
Mhm.
Hence the reason why the only information y'all are getting right now is their tiles. Now I did pre-stain these tiles, what, 2 days ago, babe?
Yeah, I think so.
So these are, fully dried and cured.
Mm-hmm.
At least they were up until now. But okay. So there's the basics of what I'm doing.
The basics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I could show you guys my machine, I would.
Maybe if you do it from your phone a little bit later.
It's a pretty machine. And besides, you could tell it's about time I got my own machine anyway. She's had four.
Bitch.
No, it's called nag.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Blame the Sagittarius in me.
Mm.
We're good at being naggers.
Mm. Boogies.
Okay, so do you have something that you plan on starting in that machine?
Not in that machine at the moment. Right now it's kind of empty.
Okay.
What you need?
Well, I was thinking maybe you could possibly, well, you can't do it at the same time you're doing that because it uses the same color. Okay, so something, go back to the original idea. Rose gold. That's too small anyway.
Yeah, you want the big one.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so.
So I just need to print out another one of these.
Uh-huh.
So then I can change out to another color in there right quick. Put the dryer up on top. Set that up because these are the supports of the dryer.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm printing the third one now, and that one is about 40% done.
Okay. And how long do they take total?
About an hour each.
Okay, what was that now?
Somebody did something, and I missed it.
All I heard was a sound.
Oh, it was my files copying over.
Ah.
It was Tara copy telling me my files moved.
Okay. All right. So, so while I can't, bring my machine out here and show you, what I can do is say, baby, could you pull up a web page, please?
A web page.
Yes, my love.
Do you want me to?
And just type in brother. it's, what was it, XR
Oh,
9550? Yeah, XR 9550. Yep. Oh, yay, they get price and all.
paid a lot less than that, didn't we? About $40, $50 less than that.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, because we didn't buy it direct through brother.
All right, give me a moment while I tell Chrome to behave itself.
Which we all know Chrome does not like to do.
It's not so much Chrome.
Oh, yes.
It's
To pull up the picture. Really? Does it not? Oh, you have to zoom over the picture? Kind of stinks.
yeah, it kind of. So.
Well, their website kind of stinks. Ah, there's my machine.
She's been having fun practicing without thread on some sheets of paper that allow her to practice her stitches.
Yeah, I found this really awesome lady on YouTube. She does, it's called Learn, Create, Sew. At least that's the name of her channel. And she has these amazing instructional videos that kind of teach you and walk you through how to learn, how to use a sewing machine. I've never used a sewing machine before today. Okay, never touched one. So this is absolutely a learning experience for me. But I'm enjoying it immensely. Because I sit in there at my table with my sewing machine in front of me, my little dog sitting right next to me, and my TV in front of me, and I have music blasting, so I'm just singing away, just doing my thing.
Doing your thing?
Yeah, my studio is now set up, so the main focus of the room is that sewing machine. Literally, you walk into the studio and that's the very first thing you see. Even walking down the hallway towards the studio, that's all you see. You see the sewing machine. It is the main focus of the room, and it's on a corner desk. And my sewing machine is on the part that sticks out from the wall. That way I have, the back is clear, as you're walking towards the studio. Like I said, you see the back of the sewing machine, the back of the desk. But I did it that way on purpose because that way if I'm working on a blanket or a quilt or just something extra long, altar cloth, whatever, it can drape down the back side and I'm not scrunching it and it throw off my angles. And then next to that is also going to be a glider chair with a little ottoman where I can sit there and crochet. So, and then in front of that, in the diagonal corner from my sewing machine, is going to be another desk with my mom's sewing machine on it. Because she's also going to have hers in there as well. That's kind of how my studio's going at the moment. Just a few little things to put in there and straighten up and of course add cameras again. But I'm pretty sure that we're only going to be doing the one camera in there, which kind of encompasses my back half of the room. Because I know my mama and she won't want to be on camera, so it'll just be my back half. You won't actually see my mom's desk and her sewing machine and whatnot. I won't force that on my mama. Although I'm sure that there'll be times where you'll see her walk over to me because I'm going, Mom, I broke it, fix it. So, okay. But yeah, that was my pretty machine. All right, so what else do we got to do?
No, you got some stuff up there to paint?
Well, I kind of done run out of room. Give me a thing. Bear with me, folks. Because just because I ran out of room doesn't mean I can't make more room.
Hmm.
See? Just like that.
Hmm.
Need another towel. Okay, I need my screen. Ow. That hurt. So I can see where the pull off is. Damn, I'm getting pretty good at placing this fucker.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh. Now I gotta bring up a picture too. Okay. Check him out. Still cool.
Growlet. A pooping growlet. Yes, it looks like he's pooping.
It really does. Check him out. I can't see the screen. He really does look like he's pooping. Okay, all he has on him is a very simple base coat at the moment, which I actually did on stream the last time we were on stream, I believe.
I think so.
So here's a continuation, because I haven't touched him since. All right, I need. Catch it. I use those colors. It's spot on. Let's see what we get. Yeah, and look here. This one. This one. This one. This one. Okay. Let's see how this fits. Okay, that's the bad one.
Hmm. What's bad?
That is.
What's bad about it?
It just made my paint all grainy.
Guess I'll throw it.
Yep. I can get it without that bottle.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I knew that that one wasn't going to last long anyway. That's the one I kept pulling the chunks out of. Yeah, that's dark.
Yeah, I'm a little quiet tonight. Sorry about that. Now I'm working on trying to clean up a lot of my music files, and so I'm like going across 3 or 4 different screens here, trying to pay attention to the chat in case anybody says anything, and I'm just bonkers.
If you haven't figured that out already,
Mhm.
I love you, babe. Right, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that looks rightfully perfect. The shadowing and highlight to make up for anything that lacks. Right, baby?
Mm-hmm.
And I do promise y'all will eventually find out what the project is that we're so super secretive about um, when it's time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say any more than that, just when it's time.
Yeah, I really hate programs that do something but don't give you any feedback about what it's doing, its progress, and all that. So you just end up staring at the same screen wondering, is there something going on? Is it doing anything? Is something happening? I mean, you never know.
I heard that.
Heard what? You didn't hear anything.
Uh-huh. You say so.
You didn't hear shit.
You're right, I didn't. I heard a bark. Yeah, you program again.
Mm-hmm. Me hitting like on Facebook. Growl it. Need to get myself a good third hand. What you looking for? What are you trying to do?
I do too big.
What are you trying to do?
Get it in his mouth.
To paint his mouth?
None of them fit in his mouth.
Let's tell you. None of those over there either?
Nope.
Huh.
It's all the head, the metal piece.
I don't know what to say, baby.
I don't want to ruin a brush trying to get one in there. So I may have to have you take the airbrush.
Try.
Try to get in his mouth. Yes, it's a messy paint job.
It's a base coat.
Well, it is, but it isn't. Because I already did the base coat.
Yeah.
This is more the base coat of his body. Which, I mean, Hold that. Don't put it down. It's got paint on each end.
You didn't tell me that.
I just did.
After I already put it in my hand.
Well, the other side wouldn't have gotten to you because it's on the inside.
Mm.
It's inside the step.
Excuse me. Oh.
Look at that mixer. Well, it even mixes these really well,
Mm-hmm.
which says a lot. That's a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
See? Warm up without warm up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all might be curious about some of the ways I do things. I'll explain in just a minute.
You doing something funky over there?
Yeah, but there's a reason for it, and I want to explain because I know I probably, if an actual painter actually came out and be like, what the fuck is she doing?
Are you trying to say there's method to your madness?
Yes. There's definitely a message.
Hmm.
Okay, so with these particular models, you probably noticed I kind of go in certain directions, or I end up going in an opposite direction to what I started, and that's because since these are printed with a 3D printer, they have very fine little lines going in them, horizontal lines now.
Layer lines.
Yeah. So, the unfortunate side is you can see some of those lines with the paint, unless you actually paint the opposite direction of the way the grain is growing. Yeah, can't talk. So, since the grain on this one is going side to side, I try to paint up and down because it helps to fill in those tiny, fine little divots that are in there from the layers. And that way it makes it just a little bit smoother and things like that when I put on the final coat. So yeah, if y'all notice me doing something funky, it's probably because there's, a little tiny divot or a little tiny hole, and I'm trying to fill it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So in creating, even with limited resources, I love being resourceful, but realize there's a lot of false imagery out there.
Okay. He's got a full coat on him. He's got to drive for the day.
I get this
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I see these press reviews. You may have seen a lot of them that refer to
I didn't go like this coat either.
is hitting the charts or is on the scene. They're written all the same way. It's the same thing for these using sample packs.
Okay, well, apparently before I continue painting with him later on, I got to do some repair work on him first.
What's wrong with them?
His foot doesn't touch the ground.
Being consumer is not problematic in itself.
And I don't know, if y'all are nice, I might actually show you the repair work I do. But I can't do it until paint that is currently on him dries now. Fortunately, I didn't see that error until just now, so. And yes, I'm talking to myself.
Going crazy.
Hey, that ship done sail a long time.
Not too crazy to be with me.
Just a bit. Just like you got to be a little insane to be with me. I'm a little weird.
Understand.
Hey, you know what? Normal's no damn fun.
What's so great about normal?
Yeah.
Which of course it's problematic because it creates more pressure to create more things like that, right? When it's an accident.
I learned that when I was 19 and I left with Roswellian dreams.
Who you are, what you may succeed at, what people may love most about you,
And if anybody out there actually gets that comment,
different than how you see
hit me up. We need to talk. Okay, his body and his coat are saved. I have extra paints for each. Crap on it. Sparkles.
Sparkles. Sparkly.
Oh, that's okay. The last time I was doing little tester tiles and whatnot, and I put the paintbrushes, of course, into the soap, water, whatever, and Sonia over here starts painting her tanks. One, I'm not sure where it went. But, and of course, she's dipping the paintbrushes into the water that has a lot of sparkles in it. And so all the sparkles are getting onto the paintbrush, which are in turn getting onto her model. Whoops. So she had to paint over a bunch of sparkles.
Not really. It wasn't too terribly bad.
Oh, apparently I'm leaving all kinds of sparkles behind here. Sure, I went from a non-sparkly paper towel to a sparkly one. Okay, that's so sparkly. That's good. Okay. Brushes. No, I'm not just using a wet paper towel anymore. I actually have solutions to clean my stuff now. I think maybe after this, I may wind down for the night.
Mm-hmm.
My brain kind of hurts. Yeah, see how nice and clean my bolts come out now?
Mm.
And believe it or not, there's no actual cleaner involved. It's alcohol.
Yeah.
Pure alcohol. Well, 71%.
Mhm.
See? That's what I'm throwing in there.
Yeah.
But it does incredible on the bowls. Of course, you can't use it on the brushes and everything because it'll dry out the bristles, but or else that would have been really nice because it does take the paint off nicely.
Yeah.
Hey, gloves are coming off,
Uh-oh.
right? Right? I'm trying to make sure. Don't let me forget, I'm throwing this in the drawer with the paint.
Okay.
These I can throw out. Throw it out. Over here. Yes. Don't mind me and my mutants.
Mm.
Trying to put my stuff away. If I don't put my stuff away, I get in trouble.
Yeah.
See, I'm not allowed to leave anything on this table. Because
It's
it
not
might
so much
no,
not
no,
allowed
no,
to
no,
leave
no.
stuff on that table. It's you're not allowed to leave stuff all over
no,
the
no,
place.
no. I'm not allowed to leave stuff on this table. If it's in the middle of this table, you have a cat. But if she leaves stuff in the middle of this table, oh, that's allowed, even though this is technically my desk. Oh yeah, I just like picking on her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah. I like the way this looks.
Why? Yeah, smells like close to me.
I like it.
Mm.
I flicked my glove at you.
Mm-hmm.
Now I feel like I need to put baby powder on my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Which, no, that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're actually really dry and really soft. It's just they don't they don't feel that way. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My boots keep falling down.
Your boots keep falling down?
Oh, yeah. Not my boobs, my boots.
That's what I said, didn't I?
I don't know. I couldn't differentiate, so there's a possibility people listening may not have either. Although if I bend over too much, those are going to fall down too. Okay, now what?
Oh no.
Keep getting more and more dirt on the pants.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you can take it off of the craft table now.
You can do it over there too.
Yeah, I don't know how to switch to the screen that I want. You hand me a thing with controls on it, and I don't even know how to use it.
Well, we'll see the names across the bottom.
Sure, start, end, desktop, mic.
Well, the start starts the stream, the end
Well,
ends the
those are,
stream.
yeah, kind of self-explanatory.
But what's
here.
next? The ones across the second two
Right.
rows.
I'm not going to name them all here.
Well, starting soon is the starting soon screen, right? And then
Okay, all right, I'm not stupid.
you click on quad cam and it switches over to quad cam.
I bet. So I'm going to start mentioning it now because I'm hoping that when the time comes, we may see some people that may pop in now and then on our stream because we know you're out there. I will be myself. It'll just be me there most likely, possibly with my mom. But I would say November and December, I am hoping to be at the OKC flea market with some of our product and everything. So if you want to see it live and in person, of course, just look for Essence of Magic at the flea market.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I say Essence of Magic and not Design Creations is, unfortunately, I'm the one with the LLC, not DC. DC just has the DBA.
Yeah.
So it will be me because I'm the one that can do all the legal and binding crap.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can do a DBA too. It's just
Yeah, but not as much.
some things that you can't do.
Because you have to use your own personal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, well, I think we're pretty much done for the night.
Yeah.
There really isn't much more to do. So hold on, give me a second.
Is it a platter?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I had to prep it first, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The ebony is not a neat close can.
Steve Reese.
And it doesn't matter how much I clean the can off either.
Hmm.
Because I clean this can every single time I use it. The
Mhm.
ebony is just nasty. Yes. Oh, give us a moment, folks. We'll be right back.
Okay. Back in a jiff. Okay, we're back.
Sorry, I had to test something really quick, and it's all about the super secret project. So
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tease the hell out of them every time we're on camera about the super secret project.
Mhm.
So, okay. So, the next time that you see us, I should have all the tiles finished. And I'll give y'all a kind of a glimpse into one of the regular tiles once it's finished. There are a bunch of specialties that go along with it, but you can't see those until the rest is done.
Mhm.
And that's when you'll really see the detail work. I should be able to give at least this hint.
Hmm.
The woodwork, with the exception of the cutting of the tiles,
Mhm.
is done by me.
Mhm.
The rest of it's done by Sonia.
Mhm.
But it is very much a group project.
Mhm.
And it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, I plan on streaming hopefully Monday for the flight sim.
Okay.
Monday afternoon. So I kind of got that on the schedule.
Yeah, so if you do watch it, forgive me if you hear me screaming in the background.
Why are you screaming?
Phone calls, Bill
Oh,
collected.
yeah, make phone calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill's
But, yeah.
doctor's office.
Yeah, so that's the next time you'll probably see me. I'll be, actually flying, hopefully. See how I feel and what time I wake up and all that stuff. And what other little projects I got running around here? But we are pretty much done for the night. I was going to do a little bit of painting, but my eyes are a little buggy. So, I really do want to get this super secret project done so I can get it off to the side and get it ready and get on to some normal stuff.
Might even be able to do that a little earlier.
Mhm.
I'll explain more on that.
Oh,
later.
maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. But that's kind of it for us right now.
And you'll see me eventually once I get the hang of my new machine. You'll definitely see me on that. In the meantime,
Yeah, I got to get a new fan for the nut. Once I get that put in, we'll be able to set the nut up in there and
yep.
see what cameras we got.
So in the meantime, I'm actually going to see if Miss Sonia wants to get dressed for a little bit and take a run with me.
Where?
8:30.
Uncle Run?
No,
Oh. Where?
no, I was actually thinking yarn run.
No. Tomorrow.
That's fine because I just need a
Well,
border.
obviously tomorrow, and then get it at Walmart, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine because I just need the one skein for a border.
Yeah, we'll go tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to, and y'all can see, I'm going to be doing this really pretty crochet blanket. It's a purple ombre. And I want to find a nice border color that matches one of the colors in the ombre, or umber, or contrasts it nicely. So I'm thinking probably, I don't want to do white because the white gets so dirty so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I was kind of leaning that way, but I'm thinking I might do like a lavender color.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll still match some of the colors in the actual blanket,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll give it a nice kind of bright border to brighten up the entire blanket a little bit. But we'll see. It may be a day or two before I actually go and get the border because I may do a few rows before I actually do that to see how, to see how the yarn's going to lay out in the blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Because every blanket's different.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd kind of like to see how it's going to lay in the stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Like is it going to be, there's some lavender here, but there's dark purple right there, and the medium purple's all the way over here. So I kind of want to see how all the colors are going to lay in the blanket before I truly decide on a border. But in order to do that, I need, like, at least this much blanket. I haven't even started yet. So, but to be fair, I'm waiting on a chair to start.
Oh yeah, your glider should be here believe tomorrow. Let me just double check. I rebooted my machine, so all my tabs closed. Oh, let's see. Yeah, your chair should be here tomorrow by end of day.
Hopefully.
Tomorrow by end of day. It's in Hutchins, Texas right now.
Nice. I know where that is.
It's a little slow, but it'll be here. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie, folkies.
All right, guys. So we will see you the next time we decide to pop in.
Yeah, should be, like I said, I'm going to be streaming Monday, hopefully. Light sim, and maybe we'll do something Tuesday or Wednesday.
Possible.
Alright? Alright, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Come on.
Lucky.
The bye-bye screen. Do it properly. Maybe, let's roll some credits, too.
You know, fancy like.
Yeah. We gotta do everything the right way around.
Oh, I see.
I can't do it half-assed.
But there's no credits roll.
Yeah, there might be a couple of credits. Well, I gotta get in there to start it. Give me a second. Holy shit, baby.
You're slacking.
Holy shit balls, you know? Damn.
All right. I'm a little overtired today.
Yeah.
Well, I had a really good night's sleep.
Uh-huh.
It just wasn't enough of it.
Wasn't enough of it? Yeah. I keep forgetting how to do this. I'll figure it out there. There it is, live action. And do we have credits? Yes, we got credits.
I still
And they are funky.
yeah, they're funky, and they go so quick you can't even see them.
They need to be reset. Of course, nothing is logged in and all that fun shit. Logs you out every 30 days, which is a royal pain in the ass. And everything just...
It's alright. At least they rolled. You may not have been able to see them unless you paused, but they were there.
It just does not. I mean, it's something you got to be prime in order to get good credits. I don't know. Anyhow, we'll see y'all later.
We'll figure it out.
Bye.